Hey guys, welcome to Jen's Creativity Corner. Today we are going to get creative with books. So this is actually a book that I wrote, but as you see here, there's this ugly not for sale line. I've got all these tabs. This was a proof copy that does not have the final manuscript. It's got some marks in some places. It's just, I have nothing to do with it. So slicing out some pages, and obviously you can grab from a thrift store or whatever you want, but there are a variety of lengths that you can cut it and also the orientation. So have some fun with how you're doing this. You can see here that one's shorter. I wanted a variance in height. So on some of these I'm using stick glue, some I used tape, and I'll talk a little bit about why. You can see here, this one is maybe not perfectly straight, needs a little bit of squishing, but it's kind of fun to be able to line up where you can see a scene break graphic, the name of the author, the name of the chapter or the book. As you can see here, some are readable, like they're left to right, and then some are the other orientation. So it just depends on your preferences. Maybe you want it a little more tidy than I did. I thought it was fun to give it variety. So these vials are for single flowers, and I got mine locally. I've got a link down below where you can get them on Amazon. That helps support this channel. And just roll up your page. I mean, this is just a basic one. And of course you could even do this from different books, and that will give you possibly different colors, different thicknesses of pages, all that kind of stuff. This was a little too small, so you want to make sure if you're doing this with live flowers, I should say, that you'll want these vials because that's how you keep them alive. That's how you give them the water without ruining the pages. So on this, I make sure to roll it up with that in there and that it's not too tight. And then for this instance, I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Now I found that unless what I wanted to see was close to the edge, that it was just easier to tape it and then make sure you couldn't see that side. But if you do want to see, that top of the page, then it's a good idea to probably just glue it. So I just lightly put on the rubber band so it stays in place. I don't want to squish it. Got flowers from the Dollar Tree and also from, I think, Michael's, just something a little more premium for the greenery and some baby's breath. So wire cutters are perfect for cutting these, and you want to make sure that you leave yourself a really long one. Again, variety of height. And then I'm cleaning up the leaves, extra little plastic flashing, especially on the Dollar Tree ones. I mean, they're not going to be as high quality. One tip here is to bend the flowers. That helps you to get the orientation, so not all of them are facing straight up. Then I'm showing you kind of different techniques if you want the vial for real flowers versus if you want to do fake flowers, which is what I did here. Now for the base. I first started off trying to do this on a budget, so I got this crate from the Dollar Tree, and I happen to have some wood stain. Probably not going to save you a lot of money if you don't already have the wood stain. Now it didn't perfectly stain it because I think there was some manufacturing wood, but I like the color. I think it looks good, but it is deeper and not as wide, and it covers up some of those pages, so only a smaller amount to peek out. I just don't think it looked as good. It didn't display the pages as much. I mean, if you're just doing a floral arrangement for the sake of a floral arrangement, that's one thing, but if you're trying to include the bookish theme, then it doesn't do the best. So I did go and get, I think for like $10, the glass one at Michael's, and you can see here the arrangement, just a little bit of here and there with the heights and the orientation of the pages. We've got a scene break, we've got chapter titles, and in some places even maybe parts from a scene I really enjoy or a character's name. Of course, if you don't really care about the book because it's just a random one that you bought for this kind of project, you don't have to get that particular about what's facing where. And then arranging the flowers. The Dollar Tree can be kind of hit or miss depending on what you want with the flowers, but trying to fluff them up, get the good angles and a good variety. I will put in a little plug while I'm arranging everything here, and you can see I'm kind of adjusting the height so it'll fit nicely. But if you have not checked out this novel, it is a young adult contemporary romantic fantasy. So if you like fantasy, it's botanical beings, brand new fantasy races that I created, and it's the first in series. The rest of the books are coming out in rapid succession, and I don't know, really had fun with this. and also enjoying, this will be a series of different book themed crafts that you can do. So if you're not already subscribed and this is your jam, or if you know someone that is into this kind of thing, that's a bookworm, definitely check out my book and subscribe and share this video and this channel. I really appreciate it. Now again, if you're doing live ones, this is just an example of how you would insert it in there, and you'll want to check it frequently because it's, you know, not a ton of water. Make sure they have fresh water. So that is the final product. I'd love to know, what are your thoughts? Could you do that to a book? I know some people are like, oh, that's book gore. You can't tear apart a book. You can't fold a page on a book. Everyone's a little bit different, but this is a book that was going to go to waste. And, you know, I do have misprint copies from the printer, that kind of stuff. So again, if you think that this is your jam, you want to see other fun ideas that you can do with books, please do stay tuned. And also check out my book. Links are all down below, and I hope you have a wonderful day.